we have a student absent, so thank you for that reminder. We're on page 19 in your grammar book. And yes, when you label your that clause, put parentheses around it, beginning with the word that to the end of the sentence, and then you're going to label it with the word that. I know it sounds redundant, but that's how you do it in this book. Good question. The comma rule, commas are used to separate items in a sentence because that clauses are essential to the sentence. Commas are not used with that clauses. Okay, basically it means that it's important, it's vital to have this as part of the sentence to explain more about the sentence, so you do not need a comma in that. Homophones. Homophones is a word that sounds like another word but is spelled differently and has a different meaning. For example, the word to right here in this paragraph, to, and to, they all sound the same, right? But they're spelled differently and they mean different things. So to, is a preposition, or it's part of an infinitive, which we'll learn more about that later. To Nottingham is a preposition, but to travel is an infinitive. By the way, if you put to next to a verb, that's called an infinitive. Here, the word TWO, you probably already know that, is a number, the number 2. So like 2 arrows, okay? And then TOO is an adverb, and that means also or to an excessive degree. Traveled to, like I traveled to, or I got too excited about the Harvest Festival. Example, because I am excited about the Harvest Festival, too excited. Okay. Place a line through the incorrect homophone, and then you're just going to write the correct one above it. I see that, Jason. Robin was headed to Nottingham too. He brought his 2 straightest arrows. Notice they had the wrong ones in there. All you do is one line through the mistake, put the correct word above it. That's how you fix the homophones that are incorrect in this book. Any questions about this page? If not, just shake your head no, so I know you don't have any questions. Nope, okay. On the back of that page, this is page 20. There's a little bit more information back here. It's called Think About It. Every once in a while, they challenge you to think about something here. And it says many words can be used as different parts of speech. Remember, a part of speech is like a verb, a noun, an adjective, an adverb. Those are all different parts of speech. However, a word can perform only one part of speech at a time. For example, light can be a noun, adjective, or a verb. So the same exact word, light, can be used as a noun or an adjective or a verb, but it can only be used one way in each sentence. So here's your example of how it's used as a noun. The light hurt my eyes. So in this sentence, light is a thing, could be a bright light in the garage or something. And it says a noun is a person, place, or thing or idea. So the light hurt my eyes. Here it is used as an adjective. The light rain was falling. In that sentence, light describes the rain. It tells that it's a gentle light rain. It's not pouring down rain. Sometimes it does that. But light rain is just telling what kind of rain. So that is an adjective. And then the last example, the verb, the lamps light the room. Same word light, but the way it's used in that sentence is a verb actually. So the light is the verb, light is the action. What light the room? The lamps. Okay, so the lamps light the room. It's a subject verb pair, lamps light. Okay, so there's lots of other words that we use in English that can be used in different forms of speech, parts of speech. So it really depends on how it's used in the sentence to tell you if it's a noun, an adjective, or a verb. Okay, so you have to pay attention to how it's used. Any questions about this on the back? No? Okay, good. Let's do the practice page, page 21. Jason, could you read the sentences, please?
Then Robin grew angry. No young man likes other men to taunt him about his prized possessions.
Good. Taunt is the vocabulary word. It's in bold here. Does anybody know what taunt means? Kylie?
It means to like bully, like bully in words.
Bully or tease. Yeah. Yeah, to make fun
That's
of
what I was
somebody.
looking for.
Yeah. Good. So on your homework from last week, the page before this, it talks about how they were teasing him, right? And about his arrows, I think, or something like that. But anyway, remember, this whole book is one big story. So each page is just a couple sentences of the story. It keeps going. All right, put a check mark there by vocabulary. How about the nouns? We don't have any articles in this one, so that's kind of easy. Let me start with Jason. Where are the 4 nouns in here?
I found Robin right away.
Good.
I want to say angry.
No, angry is describing, so that would be an adjective, is describing Robin. But think about a person, place, or things. You could look at the whole thing. There's a couple more in there.
Young man.
Man. Man is a noun.
And then if man is a noun, I'm pretty sure men is a noun.
Good, Jason. Yes. Men is just a plural version of man. And then there's one more, a little bit trickier. Kylie knows. Hold on, Kylie. Do you want Kylie to help you find it?
Sure.
Okay, Kylie, which one is it?
It's at the bottom and it's possessions.
Possessions. Okay, so that word possessions, in case you weren't sure, just means things that you own. So it's things, right? Oh, Jason gave you a emoji clap there. Yes,
Like,
possessions is a noun, and that's the 4 nouns.
Finally, pronoun. It's not
Okay.
his. It's him.
It's him.
After taunt.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because his is not talking about him. It's talking about what his prized possession is.
Very good, Kylie. Woohoo! I'm going to see if Ian can help us find the adjectives, though. Remember, adjectives are the words that describe the nouns. Okay, I know you know, Kylie. Hold on. Ian, where are the adjectives? There's 6 of them. We gave away one of them already. Actually, 2 of them.
Angry.
Yes, good. Angry. What else?
Taunt.
Taunt is going to be a verb, actually, in that. Well, we'll talk about taunt in a minute. It's not taunt, though.
Grew.
That's a verb. So you're looking for a word to describe. So look at the word possessions. And then you can ask yourself, what kind of possessions?
Prize.
There you go. Prize. And then if you ask whose possessions, that also tells you an adjective.
His.
Yes, now you're getting it. That's 3. There's 3 more. Look at men. Which men?
Other.
Good. Look at man. What kind
Young.
of? Yep. So that's the trick. You find the nouns and you ask those questions. Which one? What kind? Those kinds of questions will help you find the adjectives. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's one more. This last one's kind of hard, though. If you ask how many man, how many?
No.
Yeah, no is actually an adjective because it's telling how many. It's basically saying 0, right? No man. That was tricky. Okay, good, Ian. Now, Jason, you remember about prepositional phrases? That might be still kind of new to you. And we tabbed each.
Yeah,
You got it?
I think.
I got it.
I know you do, Kylie. And this will get easier, I promise, Jason, because you're going to do a lot of these prepositional phrases. But you know, the ones that already have a label, it's not going to be those, right? So you're down to then, grew, likes, to, and about. So I'm going to ask Kylie just for the sake of time, but what you can do on your homework, Jason, remember this page we marked back here for preposition?
I just
There's a
went to
list.
it. I think it's 2.
That's a good guess because 2 is on there, but it's not 2. See if you can find another one of the words back there. That's a good guess. I know that's a hard one, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Sorry.
That's all right. This is good. No, we're learning here.
Drop my pencil.
Kylie can help you if you want help with that, or we'll wait, Jason, because I know you're looking at the list. Oh, he's giving a thumbs up. He's like, okay. Kylie, where is the prepositional phrase?
The preposition, whatever. It's about his prized possessions. I cannot talk today.
That is okay. About his prized possessions. Good. So if you were to look back on that list, you would see about on the preposition list. So that's what that is. Good. And your guess with 2 is correct, Jason. I don't want you to feel discouraged about that because
It
by
was
the
just
way,
one of the homophones.
this is we got to fix this. So Ian, how should we spell that 2? It shouldn't be 200. What should it be?
It's too
T-O.
long.
T-O, good. And Jason was thinking that was a prepositional phrase, which sometimes it is when you see that word to. But here's the thing. Don't worry if this is confusing. It'll make more sense as we go. But
T-O-O. If
because
there's 2 O's, it can replace an also.
true, that's true, Ian. But this word taunt, remember earlier I said it's like a verb, right? Because to taunt someone means to tease them or make fun of them. Those are verbs, right? But when you have the word to next to a verb, it is called an infinitive. I can't tell you why, it just is. That's how it is in grammar. To taunt. That's called an infinitive. So it's not going to be a prepositional phrase right here. It's going to be an infinitive. That's why we're not labeling that one. But a lot of times when you see that word to, it is a prepositional phrase. Okay. Go ahead and put a check by prepositional phrase. And now we're going to move on to verbs. So I'm going to see, Ian, can you help us find the action words, like verbs in this sentence? See any verbs in there? So not ones that already have a label. So look for the words that
Grew.
don't have a label. Grew,
Grew.
yes, that's one.
Looking for
Like an action.
verbs.
Yeah, for verbs. Look for one more verb.
So we're doing the subject verb pairs.
Yep, exactly. But I like to find the verbs first and then the subjects.
I think Robin's the subject though.
Oh, okay, well, let's put it. Good. So Robin grew. How about this sentence? Where's the verb in the second sentence here? It's not taunt, right? Because that's an infinitive, so we're not going to label that as a verb.
He likes.
Yes. The verb is likes, and so
And then the subject is man.
there you go. Nice job, Ian. Excellent. All right, back to Jason. If you're there, what needs to be capitalized in these sentences?
Then, no, Robin.
Then, no. Oh, yeah, and Robin, good. And then how about the end mark? Kylie, what goes at the end here?
Period.
Period. Easy peasy cheesy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy, pumpkin,
No,
zucchini.
not judge. nacho cheesy.
Nacho cheesy.
I made up
Pumpkin,
this.
pumpkin
So I
zucchini.
like nacho cheese on my tacos, and whoever like copies me, I'm all like nacho taco.
Ah, ching. Okay, we're done with this. Good job, you guys. We're gonna write it. I'm gonna have you write it later after class down here at the bottom. Any questions about this page? You guys have any questions at all? No. She's like, no,
I
let's
don't know where to put this.
okay. Let's put away the grammar.
One of my little brothers, Logan,
Yeah.
one of his sight words was he, and I used it in a sentence.
Oh, good.
He.
Ah, you got a lot of jokes today. All right, you guys. So this week for your homework, hold on, sorry. And Jason, when you can, go ahead and turn your camera back on. But you guys worked on disgusting or delicacy, right?
I wish I had the green pen to write it out because it's all disgusting.
Yeah. There wasn't anything in there that I liked either. I don't think, well, maybe beef and cheese and vegetables, that first sentence, but that's probably only it.
Yeah.
Disgusting or a delicacy. Okay.
Or
Let me
fruit.
get out my pages here. So your homework was to finish, right? Finish your keyword outline. I think that was it, right? Your homework was mainly just to finish the keyword outline and practice retelling it to your parent.
Yep.
Did you guys do that? Did you try practicing retelling it to one of your parents?
No.
Was that not part of the homework?
No, I think it was the other one, the one with the
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see in the instructions.
Okay. Don't worry about that then, but did you finish the outline? That's the main thing. You guys finished that part? Okay, good. Now today we're going to start writing it into a paragraph. And so I want you to first, you know, all those pages you put in the front pocket of your binder. I want you to get out this one right here. It's a yellow one. It's page 21. It should be at the front of your binder, very front.
It's in my pocket.
If you have it in, oh, Jason, did you have a question?
Yeah, can you fill me in what we did to the binder? Because my chapter 2 things are not in the pocket.
Not in the pocket. Okay. I don't think we put these away yet. Let me see. Do you have this at the front pocket, the disgusting or delicacy or any of those?
No, it's still in the clips.
It's still where?
In the clips, like in the 3 rings.
Oh, so this should be, well, we took it out of the source tab.
I wasn't there that day. I wasn't here.
Oh, maybe that's why then. Okay.
Yeah.
Go to your source text tab, which is your first tab. This one. Oops. Do you have that one? Okay. And then if you turn that page, it should be there. Do you see it?
Yeah, it's there. I'm not sure if you want me to like organize it or.
Yeah, go ahead and take it out. If it's there, go ahead and take out all of week 2. So it should be
where
like.
do I put week 1?
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you were absent for that. The week 1 is going to go behind finished compositions. Everything except for that yellow page that goes in a different spot. So just that yellow page 15, just keep that aside for a second. But week 1 goes behind the tab that says finished compositions. Does that make sense, Jason?
Yeah, so
Okay.
including the things we wrote and the stories about what. Okay.
Yep, everything to do with blue-ringed octopus and carnivorous plants, all of that. The keyword outlines, everything you worked on, handwritten and all that goes behind finished compositions, except for that yellow page 15. That goes in a different spot. And I'll tell you that in a minute, but anytime you miss a class, I just want to remind you guys too, anytime you miss a class, I will record the class like I am right now, And then I always post it on the Google Classroom. So make sure you try to watch it before the next class, because then you won't be confused.
So I actually did watch it. I must have just like not been paying attention for a couple of minutes. Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it, Jason.
Does the Unit 1 and Unit 2, another one, also go in the pocket?
So actually, it's Unit 2, Week 2. This one, disgusting or a delicacy, all of this I want you to just keep out of the binder in front of you right now, okay? Because we're working on this right now. And then that yellow page as well, yes. Yep, that as well. And this page that looks like a checklist, I want you to have that out as well, okay? If you see week 3, don't get that one out yet, just week 2. Okay, you got it. Now we're looking at page 21. This is what we're looking at right now. And notice that it says stylistic techniques at the top here, and then it says dress ups. So in this class, you're going to learn how to use very specific words and phrases in your writing to make it have more style. Because you'll notice this binder is called structure and style. So the style part comes when you use words that are special or words that are unique to help kind of dress up your writing, okay? And those are called dress ups. Kind of makes sense, right? The first one you're going to practice using is called ly adverb. So next to number 1 right here, I just want you to put a dash ly and then write the word adverb.
I remember learning about these.
Yeah, I know. You've done like all of them. So we're gonna like learn them a little bit faster in this class, Kylie. So you'll catch on fast.
Could I use strong verbs in my paragraph?
That's a good question. So Kylie's asking because she's taken my class before. I want you to practice using all the dress ups that you can. But for Ethan and Jason, we're just focusing on the ly adverb first. So
I actually had this in my last year's class, so I'm a little familiar with it.
Oh, good. Yay. Well, that always helps too. All right. So now that we wrote that down, the next thing we're going to do is look at the checklist. Okay. The checklist is this one. Now, this is really, 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 really important. Do you have this one, Ian, the checklist? You have it in front of you? I want you to look at it, okay? And I don't want you to do other things on the computer. You're just going to focus on what I'm talking about. This is called a composition checklist. This is for disgusting or delicacy. We already read.
I don't have it.
Do you have your binder, Ian?
Yeah.
This should be on page 25. So see if you can find it. So I think maybe you need to get these pages out. It sounds like you haven't gotten them out yet.
It goes 17. And then that's the end of it. And then there's like the source text and it goes to 27.
So you have 17. Do you have page 19 and 23? Did you buy a new binder or is it a used binder?
Used.
Oh, that might be why. I would let your mom know that it's missing pages. Okay. I'll make it too so I'll email her that.
Okay.
Missing pages. Or actually, because you're going to stay after class for a few minutes, so maybe I can talk to you and your mom after that.
Yeah.
See if I can. See if you can find it. So just watch for now, because this is important, okay? This is a checklist. This is what you're going to use every single time you guys write in my class. You have to use this checklist. And you're going to put your name here where it says name. And then you'll notice the first section says structure. And that's basically how the paragraph is structured, okay? How it's made. So you already know this first box says name and date on the upper left-hand corner. That is what we do every single time we get out a new piece of paper. Put your name and date on the upper left-hand corner always, okay? And then it says composition double spaced. Now I need to ask you, Kylie, you're typing now, right? You're typing
Nope.
you're still handwriting. That's right. How
Yeah,
about Ian? Are you typing yet?
Am I typing what?
I mean, do you know how to type yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever typed a paper for school before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can use type instead of handwriting. So, do you know how to use Google Docs, Ian?
Yeah.
Good. And do you know how to make it double spaced when you use Google Docs?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so that's what I mean by double spaced. And Jason, how about you? Are you typing yet or do you handwrite?
I always type when I can, so
Okay, good.
I
So
don't type. I'm like this.
if you're handwriting, you're double spacing, Kylie. Eventually, Kylie, I want you to try typing, but it's okay to handwrite for now, okay? That's okay
No,
with me.
I haven't learned how to type. I'm just like this.
It's important, especially when you guys get into high school, it'll be good to know how to type because you'll have it'll go
So you want-
faster for you.
So you want me to type?
Well, whenever you're ready, okay, Kylie, you don't have to this week,
I'll
but
I'll ask my mom.
okay, whenever you feel ready, there's free typing games and stuff online that you can learn how to type, and then there's some that you can buy. And then there are games, you try to like shoot a spaceship or something, as it's coming by, but you have to like push a certain letter. So it's kind of fun to learn.
I bet I would lose. It's gonna
I
go
think you'll
by
get better at it though.
Just pressed one letter.
This next box says title, centered, and repeats 1 to 3 key words from the final sentence. So this is called a title rule. This is new to you guys, except for Kylie. Maybe Jason's heard it before. When you write a paragraph or a story, the very, 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 very last sentence has to have 1 to 3 key words. You know what those are. And from the title. So they basically have to match. Okay. So 1 to 3 words in the title has to be the same in the very, very, very last sentence. And the reason why we do this is pretty cool. If you've ever paid attention to music before, if you like listening to music, you'll notice a lot of times they'll start a song with a certain note or a certain beat, rhythm, or a certain word or set of words, right? And then the music kind of changes in the middle, and then there's what's called a bridge, and it changes a little bit, but it still is really cool. But then you'll notice at the very end of the song, sometimes that very same note or the same sound or even the same words are at the end. They do that on purpose because that kind of makes your brain complete, right? It helps resolve it in your brain. So you're like
that annoying commercial that my mom talked about that goes meow 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 meow.
Yeah, or like that. It could be an annoying song. But you're right though, but the same sound at the beginning and the end, it does something in your brain and it helps resolve it. Like it feels complete. Same with writing. When you have 1 to 3 keywords in your title, and then you bring it back at the very last sentence of your story, it really helps your brain go, oh, cool, like it's complete. It kind of wraps it all up for you. That's why we have that rule. So this is something we're going to start working on this week, and we're going to practice that in class in just a minute. This next box right here, checklist on top, final draft, rough draft, keyword outline, ignore that one because that's only if we were in class together in person and you were turning it in to me in person. So that one we're going to ignore because you turn it in on Google Classroom. So it doesn't have to be all stapled together and stuff like that. Now I'll move down to where it says style. So here we have structure. We're moving down to style. And it says dress ups, and it says underline one of each. And it's starting with ly adverb. And you're only writing one paragraph again this week. And you have to have at least one ly adverb. We're going to practice that in a minute, but you're going to underline one. Now, Kylie and Jason, they probably already know you can have more than one in your paragraph. You can use more than one, but you only underline one. Yes, Jason.
are we allowed to, if we're typing, are we allowed to print it out and then underline the dress up?
Actually, you can do that on Google Docs. Have you ever used Google Docs before, Jason?
Yes.
Okay.
The only oh yeah. Sorry, but
It's okay. You can do it. It's okay. There is a tool up there on, it's like Word, you know, there's a tool at the top that has the function to underline, so you can use that. Okay. So one needs to be underlined, but you can use more than one in your paragraph. Here are the mechanics. This is just like regular stuff that you always pay attention to. Making sure you capitalize your words at the beginning of the sentences, proper nouns, all of that. Your end marks and punctuation, make sure to have those there. You want to make sure your sentences are complete. And it asks you right here, does it make sense? And here's how you're going to tell. When you're done writing your paragraph, I want you to read it out loud. You can read it to yourself out loud. You can read it to your cat or your dog or the mirror or your stuffed animal or, I don't know, the action figure that you have in your room. Read it out loud because your brain will find the mistakes that way. Because if you read it inside your head, your brain is so smart, it'll just fix it. Any mistakes, it'll fix it. You won't even notice it. So when you're reading it with your mouth, I prefer you reading it to a parent because then they can help you too. When you're reading it, you'll see that, oh, I forgot the, or I forgot of, or I forgot this or that. So you'll notice that. Okay, Kylie, did you have something to say?
Yeah. I don't know how to spell.
Me either. You know that. I struggle with spelling. I really do. So if you're going to type it though, the nice thing is it does give you a little red squiggly line under it if it's misspelled. And do you know what it means to right click on that or even just highlight it?
I don't use computers that often.
Okay, but you'll get used to that. That's another handy thing about typing is it'll tell you if the word is spelled wrong and then you can look. It'll give you a suggestion too.
I think I learned that once, and it's happened to me more than you can count on your fingers. And I've used a computer probably how many you can count on your finger.
It's okay, Kylie. I feel you. I
if
struggle with spelling.
If this makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
I used to spell that THAT.
THAT, that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's how you
correct,
spell it.
though. That is correct.
No, it's THEY.
Wait, are you talking
about
about they?
they?
Oh yeah, I used to spell they. See, I can't even pronounce any words.
Okay, you used to spell they, THAY.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I used to do that too, actually. So that does help me feel better. Thank you, Ian.
And I still write it sometimes that way.
Me too. It's like if I'm not thinking, sometimes it comes out wrong, but that's okay, guys. And your mom and your dad or whoever's doing your homeschool teaching at home can help you with those spelling words, but don't worry about it. Eventually your brain will get it right. Just we're focusing more on structure and style in this class. Anyway, and you probably looked ahead and saw correct spelling. So that just means to check your spelling. And if you get stuck and you're not sure, always ask your mom or your dad or whoever's teaching you because they can help
I
you.
remember doing this paper at Golden Hills.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it said school, like how to spell school. CKOH. Oh, not CK. CC. Oh my word. SCHOOL. And I spelled it SHOOL. And it was literally right in front of my face in really big words. And then my friend had to point it out to me 3 times. You see. Then I finally got it.
Then you finally got it.
And then
I want you to get out I'm looking for mine as you're talking there, but get out your disgusting or delicacy keyword outline.
I already got that.
Okay. And then yours should be complete because that was your homework that you worked on. I need you to get out a clean sheet of lined paper. Now, I know that you guys are going to be typing this, but for the sake of this class, I want to show you a couple of things on the lined paper. I still want you to write this out. Okay. So get out a lined piece of paper. Now, for this lesson, I want you to use a pen. So make sure you have a pen handy, not a pencil.
Purple.
There you go.
Can I use an erasable pen?
You can, but I
That's
don't
what
want
I'm
you to erase. Okay, so that's going to be a challenge for you, but you can use an erasable pen. Now,
I use a single pen.
I know you guys are typing, but maybe there might be a time when you don't have a computer available to do your homework and you'll have to write it out, and that's okay.
Oh,
I
Just
want you to
went
start
out.
using pen because we're going to practice not erasing. That sounds funny. But you know, sometimes when you write with a pencil and you make mistakes, you find yourself erasing a lot and it takes a lot of time. And plus it makes a big mess on your table. And sometimes you erase so much, you erase a hole in your paper. Has that ever happened to you guys before? Where you just like erase. So we're going to try really hard not to erase. All right. So on
that's
the
not gonna
page,
work.
you can do it. I believe in you. This is where your name goes. So put your name here on the upper left. And then right underneath that, we're going to put today's date, October 5th, 2023. Okay, Jason, did you have something to say?
Is it okay if I use a blue pen?
Yes, it's okay if you use a blue pen. Good question. I think Kylie's using purple, so it's okay with me.
I'm using blue.
Blue or black or purple.
I have blue, black. I used to have green, red, and whatever. My
Nice.
mom has a lot. My mom has a variety of pens. There's also
Nice.
brown. We
Oh,
have brown. That's so weird.
skip a line, and then before writing the title, I want you to skip a line, but then put a line here.
Wait, it's at
This is a
11th month?
placeholder. What's that, Ian?
Is it the 11th or the 10th month?
10.
It's the 10th.
10, 5, 23. If you like to use letter numbers for your dates, that's
We
fine.
have 4 more days till my brother's birthday.
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be his
Yay.
golden birthday.
That's
9.
cool. Well, 23 more days until my harvest festival.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, she's bringing it up again.
No. 21. I have 14
I will
more
probably
years until
most
my
likely be
golden
going.
birthday.
So your golden birthday,
Yeah. I'm gonna be 25 when it's my golden birthday.
that's the silver birthday. Golden is 50, dude. You gotta
Really?
wait till you're 50 to have your golden birthday.
You
You
do?
know what you mean?
No, I think some girls were talking about it, but like your golden birthday is a day on your month, and that's gonna be in
Oh,
my
oh,
brother's
oh,
gonna be
oh,
9
oh.
on October 9th.
Oh, I see. Okay. Never mind then
I'm
about 50.
25 when it's mine.
Oh, I get
And then I'll forget it's my golden birthday.
it. All right.
So
did you guys-
25 is your silver birthday, right?
Silver, right.
Yeah. And it's on the 5th month of the year.
Oh, that's cool. Right here, you guys, did you put a line and you're holding a space for a title? That's what that's for. So make sure you put a line there in the middle. And then I want you to skip a line. So just for the sake of this practice in this class, I want you to put a little X here, right under where that line's at, next to the red line. And then you're going to skip a line and put an X, and skip a line and put an X, skip, X, skip, X. Okay, do that all the way to the bottom of your paper.
Do I have to do that?
Skip. Yes, just for today. Just for today.
Already got my title.
Oh,
On here.
Kylie. No, I don't. Not yet. Hold on to that. You're not supposed to write your title until you're done with your paragraph. You know that. You're going too
No, I
fast.
didn't write it.
Oh, you already know what it is. Okay, tell us in a
Yeah.
minute, because we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the reason why I'm putting your X's here is to help you to remember to double space. I know some of you are going to type it, and that's great. If you decide to handwrite it, this is what you can do to remind yourself to double space. All right, now looking at your keyword outline, hold on a second. That Roman numeral 1 right here where it says common, chicken, beef, That's your first sentence. So do I have any volunteers to use those 3 words in a complete sentence to help us start off this paper? Okay, let me hear Kylie's. What's your sentence?
Most of us use common foods, which would be cheese and fruits.
Oh, you have cheese and fruit on your list. Okay. That's a good first sentence. How about you, Ian? Did you have an idea of how to use that in a sentence?
Mine's a little shorter.
That's okay. What's yours?
Most people eat common foods like chicken and beef.
Okay, good. Now, here's the thing. All 3 of you can write whatever sentence you like that goes with those keywords. I'm going to write down Ian's sentence, but you guys can write your own. Does that make sense? So you started out, and make sure you indent, by the way. So move over a little bit and start about here and put most people eat common foods like chicken and beef. Just a quick reminder, you guys probably already know this, but this light line down on the side here, that's your margin. So on the line paper, you can go past it a little bit if you need to, but don't go way past it. Because if you get to the edge of the paper and you're scrunching up letters, that kind of makes a mess. So that's your clue to go down. Now make sure you skip a line, right? Don't write on the line that has the X. Skip a line and then go on the next one. Okay. Then we did that. We can cross that out now on our keyword outline. Now we're going to go on to the next one. How about Jason? Look at number 1 here on your outline. It says raw fish, malls, airports, USA. Yours might be a little bit different than that, but what can we do for a whole sentence using those keywords?
I'm just guessing, but I think you could say, people serve raw fish in malls and airports in the USA.
There you go. People serve raw fish in malls, airports, and the USA, and airports in the USA. I like that. Or you could even say restaurants serve. We could say that. And I think I'll add that word restaurants here. Oh, you know what? I always forget how to spell restaurants. That's kind of a weird word to spell. Does anybody know how to spell it?
Alexa, spell restaurant.
RESTUAREST.
ESTAURANTS. Do you want that one more time?
Thank you. You guys have her on like this giant speaker.
That's what I do. That's
And
what
you
I
were
do.
right, Jason. I heard you spelling it before Siri did, and you got it. You nailed it.
That was Alexa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have one of. We have like thousands of those.
Yeah, I have one in my room, my brother's room, my mom's and dad's rooms, and then this room.
That's kind of what we have. I have one in
Yeah,
my
same
room, my
here.
sister's room.
Mine is like the loudest. Probably because it's like different. Mine's the only black one in the whole thing. My brother's is
Did you guys
white.
write
Is
it?
it just me, or do we love getting distracted?
Yeah, it's easy to do. It's really easy to do, but make sure you write this sentence. All right, guys. I put restaurants serve raw fish in malls and airports in the USA. Now you could write out United States of America, or in America, you could just say that. We put USA on our checklist just so we didn't have to count it as a word, right? Because abbreviations, we don't have to count. Okay.
I'm almost done.
Good. Give you another minute just to write that down. And then the next one, I'll give you a minute.
Hey, hold up, just a
I'll wait.
second.
Yeah, I see you writing. It's okay. I'll wait for a second.
Done.
Okay. Jason?
Do we need to put the dots after U, S, and A?
I do. I usually put dots after him. Yeah. It's a good question, though.
No,
I don't know if
this
you
is
have to,
spelling.
but that's how I've always written it. Let's
I'm
see.
not sure. I've seen people write it both ways, so I'm just making
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
My clock
Question.
is so wrong.
Ian,
It's,
I'm gonna have,
it
hold on,
says-
Kylie. Hold on.
sorry.
I'm gonna have Ian go next, okay? Countries, unusual, prepared, and I think that was a chicken leg, is that right? And we represented food there, I think. That's for food. Countries, unusual, prepared, food. How can we put that into a complete sentence? That's for Ian.
Oh,
Countries, unusual, prepared, and then food.
countries serve unusually prepared foods.
Okay. Countries serve unusually prepared food. That might work. Anybody have any other ideas for that? Kylie?
Other countries serve unusual food, unlike ours.
Okay. That's good. We have that word prepared in there.
Oh, other countries prepare. That's what I was trying to say.
Ah,
So I did not write that.
other countries prepare unusual food,
Unlike ours.
unlike ours. Okay. I like that. That's a good one. Ian, and I like yours too. So if you want to write yours, that's fine.
Like
You don't have
hers
to write
better.
exactly. Okay. You can write hers then. I like how you started with other
Alexa,
other
how do you spell
countries.
prepare? Alexa, how do you spell prepare?
Prepare
P
is
R
spelled
E P A R E D.
P-A-R-E.
It's spelled A-R.
Other countries prepare unusual foods. And then what was the last part of your sentence?
Unlike ours.
Unlike ours. Okay. And you can add that. I think I'm going to stop right here. Other countries
Yes,
prepare
baby.
unusual foods.
Oh, I spelled unusual wrong. I spelled it UNUSWAL.
Well, at least you caught it. That's a good thing.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
looked at
mean,
it.
I wasn't paying attention. I spelled it
Are you sure?
UNUTIONUL
Whoa.
as well.
You know, if you misspelled it and you're using a pen, here's what I want you to do, Ian. Just put one line through it like that. Just do one line through it, and then right above it, you can spell it the correct way. Don't
I just
scribble it
erased
out.
it.
Don't erase it. You're not supposed to erase, remember?
I told you I have a problem.
That's all right. Hey, I do too. You know that. All right, give me a thumbs up if you got those 3 sentences down. Good. I see that. Jason. Okay, good. Ian. Kylie's finishing up hers. While you're doing that, I got to grab something over here really quick. I'll be right back. I'm right here.
Oh.
Show you something.
I remember spelling ours like ARES instead of U. Whatever. I can't spell for the life of me.
I'm going to show you something really quick, okay? Because this is from a different class. We wrote about scorpions. And this is an example of a handwritten paragraph about scorpions, all right? I wanted to show this to you because if you're handwriting it, it's okay to change things and move things around like that. This looks like a sloppy copy, right? And I remember telling Kylie, it's okay to turn in a sloppy copy because I want to see how you fix things. Now, if you're typing, all you do is delete and put a word in. You can move it easily and it's not making a mess on your paper, right? But here's an example. It basically says scorpions are not insects. They are arachnids and have 8 legs, 2 pinchers, and a barbed tail. There are over. Now here's an example. I crossed out over, but then I decided to keep over. So I put okay, I circled it and put okay. That's one thing you can do. 2,000 species of scorpions. They are found on every continent, but not Antarctica. And then I changed this. See how I just did one line through my mistake? And I wanted to change it to say all scorpions. So now it says all scorpions are venomous, but only 30 kill humans. Okay, so I moved that number 30 over and I just circled it and I drew an arrow. I just want to show you when you're writing, it's okay to make these changes because I like to.
I don't think I like this paragraph.
Hold on, Kylie. Hold on a second. The sting can paralyze prey. They are, and then I misspelled the word tough. I used an F and it should be a GH. So I just did one line and then I wrote the correct word above it. So you don't want to scribble it. If you're using pen, don't scribble it out. Just one line. And I wanted to add this, and can survive in the freezer overnight. It's true. But notice this symbol right here. This is called a caret, and it's not like a carrot we eat, right? This is a symbol to add something to that spot. It's almost like part of an arrow right there. And then I kept going. Hold on, Kylie, don't talk right now, okay? So when they hatch, they climb. I spelled climb wrong, one line through it. Then I wrote it correct above. They climb on there, and I forgot the word mothers. See, this is why we double space, you guys, so that we can make corrections and there's room on here, okay? Notice I'm using that space in between to fix things. They climb on their mother's back. In China, they are a grilled delicacy, and this is true. But aside from that, I wanted to show you this is how you fix it. If you're using pen and you're handwriting it, you can make these changes, and I want to see that. If you're typing, I don't get to see your mistakes. You get to fix that easier on typing. So, but if sometimes you want to handwrite it, I'm okay with that. I want you to use pen, and then I want you to show me how you fix things, okay? This is a good thing. The other thing I want to talk to you about really quick, because we're out of time. You remember how we put ly adverb on our dress ups, and that is on your checklist. An ly adverb, like we learned in grammar, goes with a verb. So it's adding to the verb, and it has an ly with it. So the way to find a good spot for one is to look for verbs. I see eat. I see serve. That's a verb. And I also see prepare. So I'm going to look at that word prepare. That's a verb, right? And I can think of an ly word to go right before it. Other countries somethingly prepare unusual foods. It could be like surprisingly prepare unusual foods. It could be quickly prepare. It could be
I got one.
What's one, Kylie? What do you know? Rapidly prepare unusual foods. I kind of like surprisingly. I think that one kind of fits because we're talking about unusual foods, right? So we can put surprisingly right here. So I want you to just go like this and do that little caret symbol I was telling you about. It's like a V shape right here at the top. And then you're going to put surprisingly. That is a big word, but that's where it goes. Other countries surprisingly prepare unusual foods, and then underline it like that. Now, if you get stuck and you can't think of any good ly adverbs, you can actually look it up online as long as your parents are okay with that, or you can ask Siri or Alexa and say, what's an ly word to describe prepare? You know, and she can probably give you a little list, but there's ways to look up ly adverbs to find a good one to fit in your sentence. You can look online on dictionary.com. That's a good place to go. But if you go to the computer, make sure you ask your parents first. I don't want you just going there and looking up stuff by yourself. Okay. Make sure that they know that's what you're doing before you do it. You're going to look up words. Okay.
I am very thankful we forgot Google.
All right, so notice I underlined it. That's because on your checklist, it's supposed to be underlined 1, but you can add more than one ly word to your paragraph, but you only need to underline one of them. Leave your, or actually, remember the title rule. See if you can come up with a title. If you can't figure one out, we'll talk about it in class next week. But that last sentence, when you get to the very end of your checklist or your keyword outline, you're on the last sentence. That's where I want you to get creative and use 1 to 3 words from your last sentence in your title. And you're going to change the title. So your homework is to finish writing this paragraph about disgusting or delicacy. You can either handwrite it, keep going on this page, or type it. It's up to you. Either way works for me. It's okay. I do want you to eventually start typing more. And then your grammar. Okay, so you're going to finish writing this paragraph and then turn in your grammar. Yes, Jason.
I just want to confirm, we don't have to have a title like you would like us to, but it's not absolutely required.
You know what? You're so good, Jason, to catch every single little word I say. I love that. That's awesome. You do have to change the title. I need to rephrase what I said earlier. I do want you to change your title. Remember, that is on your check. It's a reminder right here. So you do need to pick a different title following this rule from the final sentence. Okay. And then we'll talk about it again next week in class. All right, good. Anybody have any other questions about anything today? Nope. You're good. All right, that's it for today. Ian's going to hang on for a second and then